had him come through. He's done 3 stories of stucco. It's a nice white finish here. Times with the close properties, as you do have a neighbor sharing fence, and sometimes you do have to take it down, and then we're going to install a brand new fence just for the neighbor because we appreciate their support. Again, this is one of our unique garden suites. We have a full basement in here, so we're going to go out and check it out. It takes a lot of people to commit to doing a good product and doing it well and properly, but we've reached the point where we're ready to move on to the next steps. So also with the fire rated windows, these are non-operable windows. These windows are never open, they're fully shut, and the concrete truck's waiting out front. So once these guys give the okay, we'll get the pump going and we'll get these all put in place. The garden suite we've done here, guys, is actually from a pre-existing garage that we had in the back. As you can see, there's the attachment of the old garage from the neighboring house. One of our projects we've been to a few times. We're gonna come back and see the progress on the exterior. We've had the stucco guy working here now for a couple of weeks. So we're gonna go around, we're gonna check out how he's been doing, and then we're gonna go and check out the inside and check out the progress inside. All right, as you can see, guys, the stucco's been completed on the west side of the building here. We had him come through. He's done 3 stories of stucco. It's a nice white finish here. Now that the stucco's finished, we can continue doing all of our caulking, putting in all of our vent covers and finishing up the metal capping on the roof. If we go around the back, we can check out how the garden suite's doing as well. So the whole process, guys, is taking us just over a month to complete the stucco. Took about 2 weeks to do down this side here and around the back. And soon they're gonna be on the other side. And hopefully by either the end of this week or middle of next week, it'll all be completed. Again, we've had some good weather, we're lucky, but it's always weather dependent on how the exterior finish goes. We have the caulking, the metal siding to do as well. But again, we cross our fingers and we hope for sunshine. Some of the difficulties we face sometimes with the close properties is you do have a neighbor sharing fence, and sometimes you do have to take it down to be able to set up the scaffolding properly. So luckily we have nice neighbors here, came to an agreement, we'll take down the fence, we do our work, we clean up everything along the yard as well, and then we're gonna install a brand new fence just for the neighbor because we appreciate their support. All right, so we just got the landing installed. We just got the stairs for the basement and the main floor installed here. So we're gonna go in and take a look at the garden suite. Again, this is one of our unique garden suites. We have a full basement in here, so we're gonna go out and check it out. As you can see, guys, the basement height in here is absolutely fantastic. We dug down and gave ourselves a nice 9-foot high ceiling in the basement here. As you can see down here, we got ourselves 2 bedrooms and we got ourselves a 3-piece washroom. It's a nice large living space, 2 good sized bedrooms, good sized windows as well. One will be for egress in case of an emergency. All right, so rough-ins have started in here. Got a little bit of some clutter to clean up from the trades, but that's no big deal. We've started the plumbing, we've started the HVAC. We've even got the skylight installed up in the ceiling here. Get a little bit more natural light into this big space. And then over here, we're gonna have the kitchen space, and then we have our open concept with the living room. All right, guys, we're on the east side of the building here. This is the stuff that you'll see before the stucco finish. So you get the styrofoam all the way around that the stucco is gonna go on top of. And also we've got our rigid insulation here. The rigid insulation here gives us a little bit more warmth, a little bit of a stronger R value, and it also is gonna help with the Energy Star that we have for this household. We're here on the second floor, guys, the front unit. Back framers are almost finished. The engineers passed everything, so we're on to the final steps before we do our insulation. The installation process will take about a week or so, about a couple days per floor. We have the Energy Star here, so we have to be extra careful, make sure everything's taped properly and everything's sealed well. As you can see, there's a lot of extensive framing to happen here. It takes a lot of people to commit to doing a good product and doing it well and properly, but we've reached the point where we're ready to move on to the next steps and get this into the finishing stages. As you can see, guys, everything has to be taped properly. Every joist, every pocket, all has to be sealed. We cannot have any kind of air loss for the Energy Star. You can look over in the corners here. Every single pipe, everything that protrudes through the poly and to the exterior must be fully sealed. It's a long process. Sometimes you have to come back 2 or 3 times, double check, triple check, and then after it's all done, we're gonna do an air blower test on the door, and that will let us know if there's any other areas that are leaking air. Sometimes, guys, our clients make changes on the fly. This client here decided they want to make this an Energy Star house, not just a basic Energy Star house, but a level 3. So there's a lot more commitment and a lot more energy required. So we had to come back after we'd already finished some things, redo things, change up a couple of the ways they were installed to make sure that everything was sealed and that we pass our air tests. So these are our fire rated windows. These are all metal framed. They're all custom made. So they don't arrive the same time as the other windows for the house. It takes a little bit of a longer process to get. We have to measure to fit on site. So now that we've got them, they've been received. We've installed the frames, we've spray foamed them, so they'll be airtight and air sealed. After everything has been confirmed and we've double checked to make sure everything's plumb, everything's level, we'll start to install the glass. We like to wait to install the glass because we don't want to damage anything and we want to make sure that everything's perfect. So also with the fire rated windows, these are non-operable windows. These windows are never open, they're fully shut. Sometimes they come with a wire mesh in them, sometimes they don't. The ones without the wire mesh are a lot more expensive, so it all depends on the client's budget. All right, so we're at another one of our projects here, guys, over in Midtown. We've been here before. Right now, we've finished all the inspection stages of this project. Electrical is passed, the plumbing's passed, framing's passed. Soon, we're gonna be doing the insulation on the inside. Right now, on the outside, we've completed all the blue skin. We're getting prepared to do the siding and all the exterior finishes. And at the back right now, we're building up some stairs to pour the concrete. Let's go take a look. So here's the back steps we were forming today, guys. We're just going into one of the back units. So they're gonna pour the concrete this afternoon. They're just finishing tying up all the rebar. All the stone's been put in place. All the framing has all been checked. It's all level. And the concrete truck's waiting out front. So once these guys give the okay, we'll get the pump going and we'll get these all put in place. So all the wood, guys, here, it's all been secured into the concrete. We've tap-conned everything in to make sure the wood's nice and firm. All the rebar is tied together. Now the rebar inside with the stone, once it meets with the concrete, it all adhesives together and it keeps it from coming apart and also helps it from sinking and staying attached to the house. Hey guys, we're at one of our other projects here. We're almost finished. We had a few permit delays, but we've gotten through to the finish line for the installation of all the rough-in inspections. The main building's complete. We're just doing some finishing paint touch-ups, some finishing details inside. And back here, we're finishing up the garden suite. We've got all the exterior insulation completed on the outside of the building. We've got the windows here now. They're gonna get installed in the next week or so. And then the rough-ins, they're all past inspection. We're gonna start installation, start the drywall, and then we'll be on to the finishing touches. In the garden suite here, guys, we've got high ceilings. We got over 10 feet in height for the main area here. It's an open concept with the kitchen over at this end. It's a 1-bedroom unit. It's a single floor. It's slab on grade. The grade slab is insulated with insulation underneath. And over here, we've got ourselves a large bathroom and a laundry and washing machine over here. The garden suite we've done here, guys, is actually from a pre-existing garage that we had in the back. As you can see, there's the attachment of the old garage from the neighboring house. Ours here, though, we've actually done a new foundation. We dug down, we poured new concrete. Now we've also extended the height here, and we've also done fire separation between the two units at the garage at the back. This is an extension on the front as well, and it also it proceeds over to the lot line. So the rigid insulation has been installed. We've put on the 1x2 framing on top of it. We've done the rigid insulation on the outside here. We've added the 1x2 strips for the from the carpentry to square it all up. Lastly, we're going to be putting on black siding just to finish it, and it'll match the existing building with the white stucco and the black siding that's already there. The timeline for the project now, we've got ourselves about 1 to 2 weeks worth of work on the exterior, and we've got ourselves about 3 to 4 weeks of work on the inside. We should have this project wrapped up by the end of the summer.